What does that mean? During training, every time he trained, before he was trained and doing, before he trained and did a match, what he should have did was walk with that costume, did a whole intro, like what was it, like a dress rehearsal to a wedding,
or
okay,
as the concerts, as they do the
dress. What is it called?
No, it's not called a walkthrough. It's a
voice check,
mic check.
Mic check.
He
Do
should
that.
have did a uniform check.
Uniform check. Go through, and I'm not talking about one time. I'm talking about
2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, I'm talking about a whole training session when he know he's fighting no dude.
Yep.
The whole time. So he's because that first time it's like, okay, yeah, it's heavy on me. Then the second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time is getting easier. He should have had a walkthrough, did a mock fight to see where his energy level was, to see where his strength was,
to see if it would work out.
To see if it was going to work out. You can't, being a coach, I don't know if he advised against it, putting on extra weight and soaking a lot of your energy and strength out on an intro instead of the actual fight. Unless he overruled him backstage and the coach was like, bro, why do you got to do this, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you have to do this? Do not do this because it's going to cost you more than you want. And he was like, no, man, I want to represent for the black people. He was like, you still can, but maybe you can wear something lighter, this, that, and other, that's not as heavy for you. So when you're out,
African dashiki.
Right.
To be honest, if you wanted to do roots, you could have wore African dashiki.
Right. And gold
or something, gold and black, something like that.
Gold.
Because at the end of the day, that's showing your roots right there. So I think that would have been a much better, less heavy option.
Or have people come out like Wakanda and stuff with the intro. Have people all around them. Drums, the whole you know what I mean? The whole Africa. Oh, actually,
the Black Panther.
He should have came out with like lions. Oh my gosh, lions on each side of him roaring as he walked up.
Oh girl, you tripping?
Real lions. If you want to go above and beyond, you know what I'm saying. You want to go above. No, that's what I'm saying. And being the king, with ancestry, bringing back, the Egyptian roots of us being kings and queens, bringing that, being put on a, pedestal and things like that. Maybe being on top of a pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
Or something like on the tip of a pyramid. People are like, how does he get on the top of the pyramid without hurting or whatever? Like, make it something where everyone around you is doing heavy lifting, but you're not.
Exactly, and it could be symbolization instead of, okay, now my weight is so high that I just feel overwhelmed.
Like, look, because when he was on stage, he was like, look, man, I thought I was going to be able to do something. And look, it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out for me, man. Exactly. I thought I was gonna do it, but the thing is again, it goes back to people in this circle. Like, I hope they just weren't like hyping him up, like, bro, oh, this is fire, bro. Look at your custom suit. Oh, snap. And then he was like, yeah. Or everybody was around, it was like, I don't think that's a good idea, but he was just being hard and it was like, no, I'm doing this regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just goes down to him and this, because at the end of the day, it's his personal decision.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, we're not bashing Wilder. We don't really watch boxing like that, so it's not a thing where we're just talking bad about Wilder. At the end of the day, from what we've seen, he's a pretty good boxer. So we're just saying these are the different options that he could have done instead of having that part to where now I'm tired because I decided to wear something too heavy. You know what I mean? That's all we're saying. But next on the news, we have so much controversy because of this man, Donald Trump. I hate to say it, but he's the most controversial president since Reagan. And it is, I don't really get a lot of it because I'm not really into, politics
like that.
But it just seems like you always hear something about him. You know what I mean?
Right. So basically what we're talking about specifically is Travis Kelce saying he's excited to go to the White House to visit Trump. He is saying it's a crazy opportunity, and basically no matter who's in office, it's still a good opportunity. He says because a TMZ reporter asked him, "You're looking forward to going to the White House?" He said, "Oh yeah, always, man." And he said, "Crazy opportunity." And then after the report was made, Kelce doubled down on his enthusiasm, emphasizing that an invite to the White House is a unique opportunity to experience no matter who's in office. He said, "Grew up my whole life watching teams win championships and then go to the White House and get recognized for their greatness. Regardless of who's in office, I think it's a unique opportunity to experience our nation's capital." And I absolutely agree with him.
Me too.
I absolutely agree with him because I feel like this. The historical significance of, the Super Bowl teams visiting the White House and being able to see, what it is and getting acknowledged and going through that whole process. If you've never gone through that before, that's exciting. You can visit on a tour and stuff like that, but to be recognized at the White House is such an honor. And I feel like people hate Donald Trump so much. It's like, if you're excited to go to the White House during this period of time that he's in there, you're totally a traitor, and you stand for everything that he stands for and says, which is completely not true. I don't like how a lot of people group people into, if they like one thing, they're following everything a person says, and they group them in and try to cancel them or speak negatively about them. People make harsh assumptions about people, and instead of people looking at things in a manner of, he's just excited to go to the White House to get acknowledged for his team's win, is like, he agrees with all Trump's policies, everything negative that Trump says. Kelce is the ringleader, saying that, he stands for it. Like, people put a stigma on you for liking a certain thing, and you totally didn't say that. You know what I mean? Exactly. And that's the problem with me. But it's big. I definitely want to hear what you had to say, because this is your team.
Man, let me say this. I don't care who the president is. Mm-hmm. If my team won the Super Bowl, yes, I'm going to be excited to go to the White House, because you don't get a lot of opportunities to go to the White House as a regular person.
Exactly.
I wish I could go to the White House right now. I don't care if it's Trump in there right now. At the end of the day, the White House, the building, is what I'm there for. Being acknowledged for the championship is what I'm there for. I'm not there for Trump.
Right.
I'm there for the White House. I'm there for what it represents, not what he represents.
Right. And that is the thing. People try to group that into that. So they shouldn't enjoy it. First of all, it took 50 years, right? Mm-hmm. So they should just skip out on it, not get all the accolades that everybody before them got. Just because of someone who's in there. So who's giving the power to who? Who are you giving the power to? Because you're hurting them. You know what I'm saying? They will be hurting themselves because they earned it. They want to go to the White House, go through all the formalities and things of Super Bowl winners. And
he's not the only Chiefs player that says they're excited. There's black players saying that they're excited to go to see the White House. So why is it such a big deal? Because tight end Travis Kelce, he's saying he's excited. Oh, it's a big deal. He's racist. No, he's not racist. Travis Kelce has a black girlfriend. How the heck he racist?
Yeah, the thing is, people put blanket statements on people, regardless now. And we're in the era of cancel culture, so there's really, nothing you can say to people that will, anything you can say to people that you could have said in the past that
will get you canceled now.
Will get you canceled.
Like, you can be the most famous person in the world, but let you say something they don't like. Oh, you canceled.
Right.
Don't say nothing about the Beehive now.
Right. So exactly. This is the thing. You could say, "Oh, the Trump shoes were nice." You know? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
He believes that healthcare should be this, and it's like, what? I just said his shoes.
I didn't.
I can't admire the man's shoes.
And then you got to go and make a public. Then you have to go make a public, a PSA on your page or whatever. I did.
Why you like this shoe?
I just like the shoes. That's my favorite color. I'm not racist. I mean, it's so ignorant that people can't just be authentic and excited for things anymore because people make blanket assumptions now. And it's so sad because people talk about liberation and freedom and stuff like that and choices and all of this. But the main people that talk about choices and stuff like that always want to limit those who have specific opinions and that they want to share, and they're like, "Oh, you're a part of this group," and you're like, "Bro, I just said I like a Coke, or I just said I like this," and then they turn it into something horrific. And even Kansas City head coach Andy Reid, he's in alignment with Kelce. He said the prospect of a White House invitation would be quite an honor. Frank Clark, he said, "I know historically that's something you do as a Super Bowl champion, but we'll see, man," the athlete said. "It's a lot of mixed emotions about stuff going on there. We'll see." And President Trump, following the Chiefs win, says, "Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs on a great game and a fantastic comeback under immense pressure. We are proud of you and the great state of Missouri. You are true champions." That was February the 2nd at 9:27 p.m. Getting all this information from the dailywire.com. This is the thing. I understand. Even with Frank Clark, he has mixed emotions. Everybody has the right to feel how they feel. And I feel like this generation is trying to take people's voices away. Whether they're against, for, or kind of neutral, kind of indifferent to a topic. People If you're not in their corner or in the